Three, two, one. Hi, I'm John Miglosh for the WDMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. I'm going to be up in Minneapolis next Thursday, 3 p.m., Doubletree out towards St. Louis Park, sponsored by the WDMA and the Japs Olson Printing Company, which they are my best encouragers and supporters, and they've really done a great job in helping us get the word out on direct marketing. So we're going to be up there. We're hoping that we have too many people for their conference room, although I told them I think we could fit in the conference room. But let's show them that they're right, and I'll get over there, skedaddle over to Minneapolis. I think, this time of year, the airport will probably be clear of snow, Lord willing, and so you can get in and out of there in a matter of hours, right? You can go there for the day, even if you're in LA. So all of my fans, even around the world, you can, I've flown direct from Minneapolis to Tokyo and back. So even if you're in Tokyo, just get on a plane and come to Minneapolis, and you'll hear about getting attention, attribution, and return on investment. We're going to talk the hard stuff next Thursday in Minneapolis at 3 p.m. at the Doubletree. And then we're also planning one the first week of December in Milwaukee, AB Data, and we're going to be talking about the why mail and why mail is so powerful. And I'm going to continue on that today, so that's why I bring it up. But on a lighter note, which I thought was really fun, I saw this today. This is today's news 4 hours ago. I'm getting more news sources, so I'm having more fun. I go through about 20 or 30 news items that catch my eye, and then I boil it down to 2 or 3 of the very best. So you get the very best here. It saves you a lot of time if you take the 10 minutes. So Bob Evans had this idea, and they're not the first to have it. I have a sister-in-law whose sister, for years, would alternate between Boston Market and a couple other sort of down-home fast food places. And she would bring the stuff home and repackage it into her casserole dishes. And her family was convinced that she was a really good cook, though they never saw her cooking. So anyway, if you're that kind of cook, Bob Evans is the place for you. I didn't even know Bob Evans did takeout, but obviously, why wouldn't they? And they're now saying, and I don't have the cursor on this time, they're saying that you can do that for Thanksgiving or for other holiday events. And I think that's a great idea. I'll admit that we've done that a few times. Honey baked ham or sides or something else. But let's just look at how they executed it. This is Alfonso and Angela, and husband and wife. And Alfonso won Dancing with the Stars, and he's apparently some kind of actor. So we'll put him on here and make him look good. Let's make it bigger. Okay, Bob Evans. Watch this. This is fun.
Hi, everyone. Today we are going to be making some very gourmet Bob Evans pesto mashed potatoes. Now first we take the pesto and we drizzle it on top. Then for the next step... That's a wrap. Wait a minute, there must be some mistake. I mean, there's gotta be more steps. Did anyone even notice that I had this chef outfit custom made? Okay, it's custom.
Honey, that was great.
Well, thanks, but there's gotta be more steps.
Bob Evans is ready in minutes. What did you expect?
I know people think that actors all we do is act, but I have culinary skills, okay? Okay, that's really good. I'm sorry, beat it.
Now, can you do any better than that? Probably not. You just can't do better than that. That is fantastic. I think it is. Anyway, because it got a little humor, how easy it is, and it gives you an idea for how to jazz it up a little bit. All the things you want to get breakthrough. It turns out millennials are much more likely to use pre-made sides. I've always liked instant mashed potatoes. Anyway, so that was a fun article. And then I ran across this one, which is, so creepy. This is from yesterday. Yeah, you go to the gas pump now and they're talking to you. Not anybody that you know, but the TV is going. And usually they have a really tinny speaker that you can hardly understand any of the words. Or maybe it's in a foreign language, depending on where you get your gas. And I get my gas there, too. And so it turns out that when you put your credit card, you can't see my cursor anyway. When you put your credit card into and you can't see my finger. over here, when you put your credit card into the machine, what you get is you get tracked. They track you, and then they say, oh, anybody we know have a cell phone in that area? And then they see, oh, this is you, and it's got the same name on the credit card. Bobbity bing, bobbity bong. Anyway, and there they got you. And then they can do the next time, they can see how far you went, how long you went between gas fills, what kind of car. Somehow they're saying that they can get the kind of car. They noticed that where the Mercedes fill up, the Lexuses may also, although I have a Lexus and I put regular in it. I don't know that I'll get the same, longevity. Maybe the engine will blow, but I'm just pushing 300,000 miles, and I love that car. The Lexus dealer told me it was the finest year they ever made. 2000. Anyway, it's about what it's worth right now. Anyway, so the point is that they can track you, and they like to track you, and they've got this connection now between your GPS and your credit card at the gas station. Okay, so that was an interesting article. I thought it was, I have to say. Now we're going to go over here and get yet another interesting article. Why marketing is increasingly polarizing everything. Okay, now you got the cursor. And this was interesting because it said that basically the idea is that polarization works. Why? Why? Because the farther out you go from the center, the more likely it is to go viral. Makes sense, right? And so when Trump or Kaepernick or whatever side you want to be on goes all in, a lot of people retweet that. That's what you can tell for sure. And somehow Miracle Whip posts up on this. I'm not exactly sure what. Let's go look over the Miracle Whip. Somehow Miracle Whip capitalized on it, and it wouldn't surprise me if they block it. I still don't see the Miracle Whip. But anyway, the point is well taken, that the polarization actually gives you greater chance of viral retweets and all the rest of the stuff. And so this article kind of says it's not 100% sure they're saying marketing you should do that. I'd want to be really careful because I don't really buy Nike anyway, so it doesn't hurt, right? But now I won't for sure, probably. And only because I wish they would have used some real sports stories and real sports heroes, because there are many. I've seen like that one-handed pitcher, major league pitcher, unbelievable. There's some people there's the guy from Gillette, I think, is showing the guy from Seattle Seahawks who has only one hand, and he plays defensive back or linebacker. I mean, what an amazing story. What an amazing character. And so there's plenty of good characters. Kaepernick wasn't even that good of a quarterback once they figured out that you just had to keep him from running, because that's all he was good at. He couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. And after that, he didn't win at all. So he wasn't a good quarterback. And, that's nice that he had a political movement. But that's, sales went up, whatever. We'll see. That's the great part about marketing. Okay, so now the last story. Let's go find the last story if we can, which is about catalogs. Sometimes I have too many stories. Here it is, right there. Why print catalogs are still valuable. Physical marketing. I think that's the way you got to think about it. Maybe that'll be the next buzzword. Physical marketing, like print catalogs. And the other thing that it is like mailing.com. I mean, it's like mailinglist.com. I got these pens. These are really nice pens. Thank you, mailinglists.com. This is a nice pen too, List Track. I went to Namoa, got all these good pens. And, I keep them around. I do. I don't know that much about the company, but they got good pens. And sometimes if you're selling a service, you may want to give a good physical item. Uh-oh, we're running out of time. Okay, so the idea of physical is it connects with your head. 4 times the receptors of touch than of sight. And that is the main thing. The modern catalog is designed to get in your face. You have to do something with it. You can throw it away, but you have to look at it to throw it away. And that's powerful. And there continues to be new articles backing this up. If you have a broad selection of merchandise, you may want to get into catalogs.